Governor Dean has called Donald Trump a crazy person and a serial liar, but now Governor Dean is on the receiving end of some criticism for suggesting Trump uses cocaine. Former Obama advisor David Axelrod tweeted, "This is nuts." And the left-leaning website Vox said Dean disgraced himself with his remarks. I want to bring in former Governor Howard Dean right now. He's also an MSNBC contributor and former DNC chairman and a surrogate for the Clinton campaign. Good morning, Governor Dean. I got to remind people, you did tweet this, and then you doubled down earlier this week with Kate Snow. Just take a look.
Right. Okay. He sniffs during the presentation, which is something that users do. He also has grandiosity, which is something that accompanies that problem. Do I think at 70 years old he has a cocaine habit? Probably not. It's something that I think it'd be interesting to ask him and see if he ever had a problem with that.
Do you stand by saying that? I mean, it's been a few days.
I'm smiling because you said right now he's a contributor for MSNBC. Does that mean tomorrow I may not be?
Of course not. I'm saying your newest endeavor.
No. So, okay, so let me be serious about this. First of all, Donald Trump was up in the wee hours of the morning. Katie Tur, I just saw Katie Tur's tweets. He was tweeting at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning about sex tapes. This guy's running for president of the United States.
Hold on a second.
There's absolutely.
Listen, we're going to talk about Donald, and Donald gives you low-hanging fruit to go after every day, just like why is he tweeting at 3 a.m. But you're a member of the Democratic Party. Michelle Obama, who's had the line, when they go low, we go high. Saying that Donald Trump was maybe coked up, come on, he has no history of that.
If I could, well, I don't know that we know that. If I could finish my sentence, what I was about to say was that people who stay up at 3 and 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning tweeting about sex tapes, these are not normal people. And there is something the matter with him, and I don't know what it is. But so let me say this. I would be very willing to apologize, not to Donald Trump, but I don't think using innuendo is a good thing. But the problem is much greater than that. I would like the media of this country to apologize. You've used a double, not you personally, but we have used a double standard on Donald Trump and created Donald Trump. $2 billion worth of free time. Why? Because his ratings are great. The Trump show, the Trump Chinese ties and the Trump meat and the Trump all this stuff, keeping Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders off the air on the night of the Florida primary, calling in to talk shows, including the most venerable talk shows in the country, the Sunday talk shows. You think Tim Russert or Bob Schieffer would have let a candidate call in to the talk shows in his pajamas? The media has given this guy a free ride in the beginning because he was great for the ratings. The media's only job is not to entertain. The real job of the media is to defend democracy by calling all of us out.
And
so
Donald
if I did something
Trump
inappropriate,
is the nominee for the Republican Party. He did win the primary.
And why do you think that is? Having beat 3 or 4 or 6 people who are perfectly capable of being an adequate president of the United States, it's because the mainstream media gave him a pass. When his surrogate said that Hillary Clinton had Parkinson's disease and would be dead in 6 months, did I hear any pompous, hand-wringing editorials on Bloomberg News? No, I didn't.
I assure you, when Rudy Giuliani When Rudy Giuliani was going after Hillary Clinton's health, I promise you, we raised our hands. Our own Chris Matthews went after Rudy Giuliani himself. Donald Trump got the nomination. Can we say it's the media's fault? Is there not a large part of this country who has said we want change, whether it's Donald or not? The media wanted change or the country wanted change?
I think the media's job, above all, yes, you have to make money and you have to have ratings. The media's job, above all, is to protect American democracy by telling the truth. And for 8 months of Donald Trump's campaign, you gave him free airtime, you let him call in, you let him say anything you want. Again, this is not about you personally, and it's not about MSNBC. I'm proud to be a contributor of MSNBC, even if I may not be tomorrow. But I think this is a serious problem. I'm not unwilling to apologize for using innuendo. I don't think that's a reasonable thing to do. Donald Trump has used innuendo from the day he got into this campaign, and you, media, have not called him on it. You are calling on it now. It's a little late after he knocked off some very capable Republican people who could have given us a real race and had confidence that either one of these people could have been a good president. We don't have that confidence now. We have somebody running who's completely incompetent and you know shouldn't be president of the United States, and so do evidently all the editorial boards in this country, including those of the most conservative papers in the United States.
Then if pointing the finger at Donald Trump's behavior, saying he shouldn't behave like that, but you want to behave like Donald is in terms of, you know, innuendo in a tweet like this, why would you want to go like him?
Stephanie, I did that on purpose so I could say just exactly what I said. And so I apologize for using innuendo. I don't think it's a good thing to do. I don't think it's the right thing to do. This entire campaign has been debased by innuendo. Where was the mainstream media calling out innuendo 15 months ago when Donald Trump started running for president of the United States? That's what I want to know. Do your job.
Okay, well, here we are. Hillary Clinton had a strong debate on Monday night. The polls are, we're starting to see, she is starting to see positive momentum in the polls. But you're sitting here with many people still not feeling enthused or excited. We saw a major amount of enthusiasm for Bernie Sanders out of millennials. How is Hillary Clinton going to engage that group now? We've got less than 2 months to go, and things are tight.
Well, first of all, I think Bernie's being incredibly helpful. He's out in New Hampshire. I'm hoping he's going to go out west. I mean, you're right. Millennials have benefited by the fact that people like Hillary Clinton stood up for women's rights a long time ago. And one of the benefits is they don't have to worry about women's rights as much as Hillary Clinton's generation had to worry about them. But we have a job to do with millennials. My campaign was based and grew because of millennials. I said to millennials, you have to get real. You owe something to this country, and what you owe to this country is to go out and vote. If you don't vote in a democracy, the democracy doesn't survive. So you got to go out and vote. You may or may not be excited. I personally think Hillary Clinton is by far the best candidate for president. I'm looking forward to her presidency, but you got to go vote. That's part of the responsibility of being an American in a democracy. All
right, Governor Dean, thanks for joining me. And I hope I see you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week. I'm not saying you're going anywhere.
Me too. Thanks a lot, Stephanie.
Coming up.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.